But I want to go back to July 15th, 2021. My wife Terry and I, along with the leadership here from KCM, Victory Channel, we were privileged to be in New Orleans, Louisiana with Jesse Duplantis' Visionary Conference, and there was a word. Now, I'm going to show you this word because this was back in July. Never showed this. It's a bit uncomfortable for me to do it, but I want you to see, because this is what you're a part of. I just want to play just a short clip from this word from the Lord through Jesse about Flashpoint. Watch.
You came to my mind. And you had scratches all over your hands. I said, what's that? He says, ripping down walls of separations from people that thought they should be separated from the church. You don't have a flashpoint, you got a burning point. See? And them guests can't figure out why they keep coming. Because you're ripping down the separation. They came up with separation of church and state. I came up with the church and they made it a state. So get ready. Flashpoint is going to explode.
Now, what I want you to understand from that was in July. We did our first event a month later, less than a month later, there at the Fort Worth Convention Center before Southwest Believers Convention. And a lot of people came, and we were pleasantly, surprised. We didn't know who would come. We didn't know how many people would come. But that was the first step. And what's interesting when looking back on that, Jesse, not only is that word accurate, what's happened with the program, of course, several meetings with President Trump and other people that we didn't think we would ever necessarily get. We had faith for, but we weren't sure we'd get them this quick. Mm-hmm. But it really is a move, and this meeting coming up is really something Amen. That we believe is an urgent. When Mario said this several weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago now, about it's an urgent call for Americans and patriots and believers to come together for our nation. We have to take advantage of this moment in this time in history.
Amen. The thing that Washington, D.C., Gene, understands is two things: votes and money.
Right.
Say, votes and money, that brings power. When the Lord gave me that word for you, what you have done, and that's why, and it's getting bigger and bigger. The reason why all these guests come, because they see the power of Flashpoint. But what they may not understand, they may think, well, there's a lot of people watching it. No, it's the power of God behind you, Gene. The power of God behind Mario, power of God behind Lance, behind Hank. You see what's happening, see? And when that comes out, they don't know how to handle that. You see, when I do personal business, I use biblical principles. I use biblical phrases, and it blows them off. They don't know how to handle those things. So as long as y'all keep saying what you're saying, and don't go to the left and don't go to the right. What I love about Mario, he's calling those things which be not as though they were. Right. He says, Thursday, we're going to have a great flashpoint. But I'm going to tell you what, after this thing over, we're going to have some miracles. We're going to have some power. People say, whoa, suppose it don't happen. Well, suppose it does, because it will. See, give God a job. If you give God a job, God will do exactly what he says. And get excited. Don't lose that passion that God has put in us to preach this gospel to the world. And we have to do it not only in the churches, we have to do it politically. We have to do it everywhere to let people see the light of Christ. We don't hate nobody. We just against the devil, you see. And once you change people's lives with the word, it is amazing what God will do. So Flashpoint is just at the beginning. Right. And I tell you what, I really, you know what I'm thinking? I'm going to just say that. I'm not saying God told me that, but I just think it's going to happen. It's going to get so powerful that you'll get the people that normally are against this want to come on it. And you can change their minds, because greater is he who is in you, or Flashpoint, than he that's in that world. And Amen. It'll work if we just believe it.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.